Elon Musk, the wealthiest man to have ever lived, the man who helped start PayPal, Tesla and SpaceX, the man who has made the impossible seem possible and is about to become the world's first trillionaire before 2030, and rightfully so. You think I'm crazy? Well, maybe. I mean, I did lie somewhere in this sentence, but before I can answer that, let me show you how this exactly will happen. As of the recording of this video, Elon Musk's net worth has gone up by $118 billion since the start of this year, which is more than the nominal GDP of entire countries like Slovakia, Puerto Rico, and Luxembourg. Yeah, 118 billion is a lot, but $1 trillion is so much more. And I hear you, it is a lot more. It's about that much more. And yes, Elon Musk will be a trillionaire. If that isn't crazy enough, then this will probably shock you. By 2030, Tesla will need to have 5x for Elon's roughly 20% stake to be worth $1 trillion. Now, how could this happen? By 2030, imagine a world where your car drives you around. When you're in the car, you're watching movies or playing video games, and once you arrive at your destination, for example an evening dinner, you send your car off to go taxi other people around and you earn money. Then, an hour later when you finished your meal, you call back your Tesla and it drives you home again, whilst you sit back and relax. Once you go home, as it is now nighttime, you turn on all your lights, your heaters, everything that you need in your home powered by your Tesla solar roof, which now powers your home. Oh, and any excess energy you create? Well, Tesla will sell that for you automatically back to the grid, earning you a nice bit of change. You see, the future of our planet is one in which sustainable energy plays a key role. Tesla is leading the electric vehicle revolution and plans to dominate the energy sector with their products like their Tesla solar roof, Tesla vehicles, Tesla battery packs, etc, etc, etc. Tesla's valuation has more than 25x'd in the last 5 years. Their vehicle deliveries are growing at roughly 50% year over year, and that is not even mentioning the 2 new factories that are about to open in Austin and Berlin. On top of this, Tesla has insane potential for more high margin revenue streams like Tesla Insurance and the Tesla in-car entertainment system, like the Apple App Store. So let's be pessimistic and say instead of 5xing by 2030 to a $5 trillion valuation, that in 2030, Tesla is now worth $3.5 trillion. That renders Elon Musk's 20% stake to be about $700 billion. Now we're short $300 billion, which is more than Elon Musk's net worth is as of this video. So where will that come from? Well, I'm glad you asked. SpaceX. SpaceX was founded in 2002 with the ambition of sending people to Mars. Elon has turned this ridiculous idea closer to reality than ever before. 6 years later, in 2008, SpaceX was awarded its first $1.6 billion contract to fly supplies to the International Space Station. This was huge for NASA, who saved an estimated $22 million per flight simply by using SpaceX rockets. SpaceX will be the first company to do anything notable in the space industry, and it is currently the world's second biggest privately held company according to Morgan Stanley. Now, as of October 2021, Elon owns roughly 48% of SpaceX, which is currently valued at around $100 billion. So for Elon's ownership to be worth more than the $300 billion we need by 2030, SpaceX should be worth around $625 billion, assuming that his ownership, of course, doesn't get diluted. Now, the reason I think this will happen is because not only is SpaceX making spaceflight cheaper and easier than ever before, they're also bringing internet to the remote parts of the world that have no high-speed internet using Starlink. Starlink is the company's plan to build an interconnected internet network with thousands of satellites known in the space industry as a constellation. The project is designed to deliver high-speed internet to people everywhere on the planet. They've got more than 100,000 users in 14 different countries who are all participating in a beta at $99 a month. This service alone, Elon Musk has said, could bring in around as much as $30 billion a year in revenue. Let's say SpaceX is publicly traded by the time 2030 comes around, and let's say they have a price-to-earnings ratio of 100. That would mean that by 2030, SpaceX would be worth around $300 billion, give or take. This means Elon's 48% stake is worth around $144 billion. But wait, that only adds up to $844 billion. Yes, you're right, I lied. I told you I lied, didn't I? I personally, if you estimate pessimistically or perhaps realistically as some people might say, cannot guarantee that Elon will be worth $1 trillion by 2030 specifically. That being said, however, I have no doubt that if he keeps his 20% stake in Tesla and his nearly 50% stake in SpaceX, that Elon Musk will be the world's first trillionaire to have ever lived. Now, when this might be, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think Tesla's valuation will be in 2030? What do you think Tesla will be worth? Or what about SpaceX? Tell me in the comments down below. And thank you for watching, and I hope you've liked and enjoyed. And click here to see the feature that will make Tesla millions upon billions of dollars that I briefly mentioned in this video. But Check it out.